Hi Virgo, welcome to your April 2020 Twin Flame Soulmate Forecast. It's not tied to April. Whenever you're watching this, if the title speaks to you, if the reading speaks to you, then it's your message for about a month. I'm just trying to look forward for a little bit, get a feeling of where we've been, where we are, where we're going, within a 30-day time frame. So that's what we're doing here. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you'll consider subscribing, click the bell. We're up over, 5,700, closing in on 6,000 subscribers together. We're growing it together. And you're going to be able to say, hey, I saw her when she was just at 5,700 subscribers. And you'll be an OG and someone I treasure and value deeply. Those who are returning, thank you. You know how much I appreciate you, your comments, your engagement, your constructive criticism is all received with the spirit with which it's intended. So I thank you for that. New decks. I am using Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. I am also using Denise Lynn's Sacred Traveler and the Light Seers Tarot. I have to look over because I'm so old I can't remember. Light Seers Tarot. This is all compliments of those of you who have been so kind to make donations to the channel. Every little bit helps, and what I've decided to do is pool that, those donations, and at the end of each month I purchase some decks so that you get the benefit. So in a way, you're paying it forward and a little bit back to yourself. I hope this finds you well, and happy Easter and Passover to those who celebrate. Yeah, new deck, sticky. And I also hope this finds you and those you love safe and healthy. I'm holding you all in the energy of protection, calm, serenity. All right, I am pulling two cards here. This is for Virgo Sun and Rising. If it doesn't speak to you, don't worry. Go check out the reading in this series that aligns with your rising sign if you happen to be here as a Virgo Sun. You can also check out the videos, the readings for your divine counterparts, Sun and Rising. Sometimes I speak directly to a cross watcher. It is known to happen. So if you're a cross watcher, by the way, welcome. And it is a general reading for the collective, so please don't shoot the messenger. Okay, I have got here masculine gets seahorse spirit. Watch and wait. Watch and wait. Feels kind of hanged man energy to me. And feminine gets snake spirit, time to heal. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, card 55, exactly. I have been seeing 555 a lot lately. If you have too, then this is a sign. Card 55, we don't reduce it. It's a master number. The snake happens to be my own personal spirit animal. So really, it's a healing energy. So it isn't all about the evil side of the snake. If you think about it, snakes have been used for millennia for healing wounds and ailments. So just for today, join me in honoring the snake, okay? We're not talking about the Garden of Eden here, folks. All right, this is the Sacred Traveler by Denise Lynn. I am pulling one card for those of you who are the Virgo who is here watching. So if you're here as a cross watcher, this isn't your card. Go watch your own reading. Joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. And look at her little angel wings. Open your heart to joy. That is a tall order for Virgo. Do you know how I know that? Because for those of you who are new, I'm a Virgo. Yeah, living in the land of joy and delight does not come easily to us because we're so busy organizing and straightening out all your messes. And sometimes the energy is like, look, when y'all figure your crap out, then I'll find the joy. But unless and until that happens, I have people and things to organize. I am in an exceptionally good mood today, in case you haven't noticed. I do not have anything to attribute it to. I wish I could point to a thing or not. You all are bringing me into a very positive space. It is your energy coming through that I'm responding to. So thank you for that. All right, let's get it going here. So first things that are happening here is this. My intention is this is the masculine, this is the feminine. Feel free to flip it around. It doesn't invalidate the reading. I just have to kind of set the intention, but sometimes it comes out reversed. And sometimes you think you're feminine, but you're not. You're the masculine. It's okay. It's not a statement about your gender role. Masculine and feminine energies exist in all of us, but sometimes they're out of balance. And the only real difference here is the feminine is more receptive and allowing, and the masculine is more active, right? The masculine takes the action. So you can be a feminine. If you're taking action, you are flexing the masculine energy in the connection. It's just that simple. It isn't saying that you're a masculine. I have to say that because so many people take offense to it. And it is only about your energy within this particular connection. It does not apply out there in the universe. I'm sorry, I just feel the need to say it. Okay, masculine, as it would be, is coming through as Queen of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarian energy. Truth seeker, truth teller. Extending a hand, wanting to have a meeting of the minds and get, cut straight to the chase, to the truth. See, the difference here, why is this masculine not coming through as the king? Because the kings all have extra swords. The queens have extra cups, extra heart chakra, extra feelings. This is a masculine who's in touch with his feelings, but is saying, no, we got to get clear. See the difference? If it was swords on swords, this would be a very cold and distant person to deal with in an emotional situation. How shall I say that? Because if it was a King of Swords in a critical crisis, one like we're having right now, we could use that, right? Someone who's really analytical. I am just going off on a tangent today. I don't know what this is about. Feminine is showing up as Four of Pentacles. This beautiful Light Seers deck, look at her. She's kind of clutching her purse to her chest. It's like, no, don't even look at me. It is self-protective energy. It is stuck energy. The Four of Pentacles, by the way, that is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So Virgo, I'm getting a feeling that you may be here as the feminine. Doesn't have to be, because if you're third decan Virgo by date of birth, you're the Queen of Swords, just saying. Four of Swords feels like I'm dealing with a feminine here who's very guarded. And a masculine who's ready to talk things through, who's, wants to have a meeting of the minds and get clear, who wants to tell the truth, but who has questions. Yeah, you're going to watch me mangle the shuffles because it's a brand new deck and it's super slippery and the cards are thick and the deck is big. Somebody commented yesterday, or you need bigger hands for those decks. I'm like, oh, that's going to happen. Yeah, I'm just going to grow bigger hands. All right, so what I'm pulling here is sort of past, present, future facing energies for the connection, meaning separately. I'm looking at feminine over here. I'm looking at masculine over here. I'll look at other things in the extended, but for now, this is a masculine who's showing up in the energy, in the connection of Eight of Pentacles. Sort of like, I need to come, like I'm ready to find a creative solution to the problem. You can see her there at her desk with all her art supplies. It is the work card. It is the focus on one pentacle. Figure this out. And I do feel that it's about this relationship. In the past, we have the Five of Wands. That's the chaos and conflict. Outside interference, things things running amok. Not necessarily, it can be arguments, but I'm not feeling that right now. I feel it's blockage and it's outside forces. It can be other people. It can be location, geographic location. It can be your jobs. Whatever it is that's interfering in this connection has been a source of conflict. And that's what this masculine is trying to focus on a creative solution to. Moving forward, though, Two of Swords. Yeah, this is kind of that moment of truth. It is definitely, it can be a card of indecision, but it can also be a card of coming to a crossroads and trying to quiet all the outside noise, to get very still and very clear so that you can then see your way to your next best step. So it is a masculine who's in the future going to be at this crossroads, I feel. Feminine in this Four of Pentacles energy. Meets the devil. That's what they're guarded about. I feel there's an element in this connection that feels very threatening to this feminine, and maybe just because it's so intense and there's such a huge pull, you know, like there's just this pull that this feminine kind of wants to avoid or wants to resist and can't. This is temptation. It can also be toxic energy. So for some of you that will be true, and for others of you it'll be like, yeah, why can't I resist this? I got my guard up and I still can't resist this. It can also be the energy of repeating toxic patterns. And the reason why I say that is a possibility is because moving forward for the feminine we have the Six of Cups. And that's the past life soulmate. And in the past, we have the High Priestess. So there's been this energy of an intuitive knowing, like I know that this connection is past life soulmate. I know, but I got to guard against it. Something here doesn't feel cool. Something here is, you know, I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. And that's why I'm clutching my purse to my chest. If I was doing a normal daily life reading, not a relationship reading, I would say, check your freaking bank account and make sure somebody isn't siphoning money out of it. That's not the kind of reading I'm doing, though. I'm doing one that's about the energetic connections that we have that are almost not of this earthly plane. And so I kind of feel that this is all very overwhelming for this feminine, and that this feminine is very, very guarded and trying to ensure that they don't just act on impulse and find themselves trapped or enslaved to this connection. So let me tell you who comes up. I said Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have High Priestess is Pisces. We have Devil is Capricorn. And the rest are just, your regular minor arcana. We've got fire, earth, and air, and water. All four elements are here, fairly balanced in the day-to-day. Let's look at the Queen of Swords, please. Yeah, Queen of Swords, King of Cups. There's somebody here that this masculine King of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I feel like the King of Cups is emotionally available but doesn't express their feelings well. So this could be the masculine themselves, that they're sort of wanting to have a meeting of the minds and push past their inability. Like they're holding space for the feminine, but not real good at explaining how they feel. Could also be that this is a masculine who's dealing with a feminine who doesn't express their feelings very well. It's always possible. Nope, I think it's what I said first, because here's the Queen of Pentacles. There's Virgo energy right there. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn actually, but I'm going to let the Virgo own it. Yeah, I definitely feel that this is a masculine who's showing up in the energy of the Queen of Swords, wanting to have a meeting of the minds, wanting to get everything open, out, all cards face up on the table, no pun intended, but they're having troubles expressing their emotions, and this is the feminine stepping in, the grounded one, the reliable one, But yet this is a feminine who, I do feel this is the feminine, who is looking out for themselves first. That's why the Four of Pentacles. And yes, this masculine would like nothing more than endings and new beginnings. That's the energy of Aquarius and Capricorn. I feel it's a reset. That would be a wish come true. I think they're holding out hope that whatever kind of went a little weird, because I kind of see this Five of Wands meets the High Priestess. Yeah, there was some kind of conflict and then a shutdown of communication and possibly separation. And I'm seeing a masculine that's trying to find their way to having the words to work through it, to process it. And a feminine who's taking care of themselves and who's providing the stability, the anchoring, and the connection. Five of Wands, please. Yeah. Some healing has had to take place since this Five of Wands. We have the Four of Swords. That makes total sense to me. Yeah. People got hurt here. I think the masculine got as hurt as the feminine. And that's just what I'm picking up. Like, I don't think it was an intentional thing. And Eight of Pentacles now, coming up with a creative solution to the problem. Focused on the details. Because a choice has to be made, lovers. It is about this feminine here. It is about the connection. Really trying to think this through in a way that is like, it's grounded because it's Eight of Pentacles, right? So it is about the here and now. And the details, like what has to be focused on, and what, take one detail at a time before you make your choice. So I feel like the choice is the goal, and the process is this step by step by step. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, Leo energy here in the Strength card, persevering, not giving up. I like this too because, and this has come out in the Virgo readings before, and there is a strong association with Leo. So for some of you, your ears just went whoop, a Scooby-Doo moment. This is, they help each other. This is someone, you know, giving each other a leg up. She tames the beast and the beast protects her in return. You hear me say that over and over again. She's scratching the nose of the lion, right? And it's just a beautiful symbiotic connection here. And I love that it clarifies the lovers. And I also love that the masculine is focused, like details in the present, in right here and now. I love that. I think it's good. Oh, even better. Temperance comes out under the deck, tempering the energy. So let's just say for giggles that we are dealing with either an air sign or a Leo, or a water sign, right? That's going to be different energy than Earth, than that Four of Pentacles. And I feel this is a masculine who's trying to balance and temper the energies. This is a card of patience, divinely gifted patience. And it isn't the wheel of fortune, but there is an energy of divinity in the timing. And sort of a nod to, you'll know when the time is right. Two of Swords in the future here for this masculine. Trying to quiet the noise. Oh. There we go. Yeah, definitely trying to quiet the noise. Here's the noise. The noise is, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what am I going to do? Nine of Swords. But in this setting, the card in between is the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, Sagittarian energy, somebody cycling back from the past. I feel like this masculine is preparing to return to the feminine and is kind of stressing them out, you know. And they have to really get quiet and centered and focused and kind of, you know, really make sure they have clarity. But they're going to reach a crossroads. Because this is the future. They're going to reach a crossroads where it's like, you know, you can only focus on stuff so long, then you got to take action. This is action. The question is, will it be too impulsive? I'm not sure. because it kind of feels like a little bit, they're going to obsess about it. They're not going to give up, though. They're not going to give up. 9 of Wands, pushing through. It is more of a perseverance like the Strength card, but it's different. It's like you're almost completed. Like when you get 10 of Wands, you lay it down, the burden's done. Right here, it's right at the edge. This is, you know, when you're running a marathon and you've hit, you know, the 24th mile marker. And like, I just can't do anymore. Yeah, you can, and you will. And that's the energy I feel coming from the masculine. That's what's underneath is I won't stop. I won't let this anxiety stop me. I won't let this lack of clarity stop me. Nice. Feminine, 4 Pentacles, please. Magician. This is the you can run but you can't hide card, feminine. That is Virgo and Gemini in that Magician. 4 Pentacles, yeah. I know you're scared. There's a lot you don't think you see or know, and that bugs you, especially if you're here as the feminine Virgo, which I think you are. I am right. Here you go. Ace of Swords. Victory, but there's some big aha moment that's needed, and yeah, you're going to have to get beyond the fear to find it, to receive it. This fear is what's driving this 4 of Pentacles. And the Magician is kind of like the sword. The Ace of Swords is the gift. And the Magician now, you know, has the sword and has all the other elements involved to be able to see this thing clearly and push through. High Priestess in the past. And of course, this past energy could be recent. It could be a month ago. It could be 10 years ago. Depends on your own storyline. Could be yesterday. Judgment. See, I feel this is a feminine who let go of all the drama here, or whatever the conflict was just like, I'm going to opt out. Yeah. I don't need to talk about it. I don't need to communicate about it. I am connected to my higher self. I am connected to higher dimensions. I go on intuition. I see what I see what people don't see. I hear what people don't hear, and I take it all in, and I use it as data points to support me as I move forward, right? It's very much an all-seeing, all-knowing energy. Judgment, second chances, forgiveness, reconciliation, reunion. Answering the call of the connection. The feminine's been just like hunkered down here, knowing that this reconciliation, this reunion is inevitable. Understanding the nature, answering the call, understanding the nature of this connection. Whoa. And yeah, I am talking to a Virgo feminine. You bet I am. 9 of Pentacles card. It is the card of Virgo. It is also a single person, usually somebody who is, you know, can really attract to them that which they desire. It's a little less magician-y. It's more of intention setting and no attachment to outcome, and therefore things are they just attract things to them. But they struggle with a love life. That's why it's like, not the old maid, but you know what I'm trying to say. Somebody who just can't get it locked down. But they will. Because it's destiny. Oof. High Priestess is Pisces. Judgment is Scorpio. And the Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarius. Devil energy, please, for the Virgo. Feminine energy. Why is this devil here? Ooh. So what I feel it is that we have the Knight of Swords and the Tower. Knight of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Tower is Aries. The Tower is like a major life shift. And the, you know, and it's something that isn't on a stable foundation, kind of gets ripped out from under us. It's something though that we know. I feel this is happening right now. Whoever I'm talking to, this is happening now, that there's some shift with regard to acting on a truth or acting from your truth. So when you act from your truth in the energy of the Knight, sometimes you get out over your skis. And I feel like there's some pull that this feminine's been responding to, some energetic pull. And this Knight of Swords, as well-intended as this Knight of Swords is, can be impulsive and just like there could be a miscue, a misfiring in some communication. They tell a truth, something gets said, and it is not received well. And that could be happening for some of you right now or is about to happen. And so if it hasn't happened and you've been thinking, oh, I got to reach out, I want to send a text, I want to do this, cautionary tale right here. There's your warning. Six of Cups in the future. All right, so there. So keep your eye on things. Keep your eye on this past life soulmate. Page of Swords, a little bit of I Spy of the tarot. Nothing creepy, but you know what that means. You know how you can keep tabs on somebody without disrupting their life. And it is sort of, I do feel that there's some resistance here with regard to life partnership. So what that tells me is, for some of you, not all of you, you may receive some information. You may stumble across something that suggests that this person is resisting this level of connection, this level of commitment, this readiness to settle down, or to join forces, or to even just label yourselves an item. This person may resist. You may be receiving information about this past life soulmate that lets you know that on some level they may be resisting. That's what they're resisting, I should say. It's good to know this, though, my dears. Okay, if this is your storyline, you want to know how this goes, what I'm pulling here in the extended is 3 cards, just like I did for the 2 of you, but for the connection. How is this all coming together? Cards from the masculine to the feminine, energetic messages, something that they aren't saying, but that you need to know, and vice versa, feminine to the masculine. A card to you from your higher self, spirit, the universe, could be advice, it could be a warning, it could be confirmation, and then the final card will be like, what can you expect to happen next? Outcome, position, timing would be there if it's a factor. Okay, all right, Virgo, I hope this finds you well and enjoying time with those you love. Please stay well and healthy, and the link to the extended is below, and I will see you there in just a second. If not, please stay well and safe, and I'll see you in a future reading. Bye, Virgo.